Hi, this is what I've sort of worked on my Blockout project for the past week. I haven't focused too much time on it because I've been really trying to crack out honours and get that up to snuff. From like last week, just sort of recap, you gave me an idea of like, okay, don't use the snap on the grid, and also don't have the two sort of corners meet at a 90-degree angle. Has to be sort of some weirder angles. And then you also said that what could be cool, like mutator, is have like these bounds and try and keep your level within these bounds. I've kind of went over, so I'm going to go back and tweak it a bit more, but I'm just going to try and fit it in to the best of my ability. So the play sort of starts here, and they can see at the start sort of some sunlight sort of come through, but also they can see this light go over there. So what they have to do is they have to come up here and then vault up here, and then they hide behind this cover, and then there's actually some light. There's some light there, but there's some light shining down onto this dead corpse. So these blue things are there the player. That was just to give me some scale of how big everything would be. And then there's some rats eating the corpse. So then you go up and fight against these rats. And then I put a railing here to try and stop the player from falling off. But also I think what they want to do is they want to go up to the railing and sort of look down, and then they'll kind of see like, oh okay, there's a waterfall, and then there's sort of the objective over there. I think I need to make this objective a bit more obvious. I'm just thinking about maybe like there's a little bit too much light coming from the sun, which is kind of obscuring it a bit more, and it might just be a bit too bright. But most of this is based off what Pete you did on Tuesday. I do want to change it a bit more, just to make it a bit more interesting and different. But then what the player would do is they would sort of come down here and want to get over to this objective, and then they would fall on this this platform, which is a breakable platform, and they could fall down into the water. And then when they fall down, they'll look around, and then they'll see this. They'll see this little root shining with light shining there. I do want to make it a bit more interesting, rather than just like. Especially this kind of wall, and then also maybe add some obstacles or something in the water. I think that can make it a bit more interesting. But also, what there will be is there will be this tunnel as well, which leads up to the objective. And so this tunnel will be actually, I plan for it to be like the exit point. So the player would actually come out this exit point and then go into here, but also in this larger pipe up there. They will get into this pipe as well, which then will come round at some point and then get into this little small tunnel. So I do want to sort of reiterate to the player that they will come back to this room, even if it's only just to see what's going on. Anyway, the player will sort of come down here, and then have to vault over this little, and then they get to here, and then these blocks will fall down from the ceiling from the original way, and then they can kind of see there's some light coming through from that way, but also there's some light also coming from this way. And they come round, they'll see this campfire, and so when the player swims in the water, I really wanted to do mechanic dirt and muck, because it is a sewer, and so you get basically like poison damage from being in the sewer, and so you basically have to vault over this, and then a pole vault over this, because the purple is like this pole vault where you can vault over, and then you can come to this sort of rest area, which will be where you could make soap from the rats that you killed, and I think I might put a dead rat or two next to the campfire, just in case the player didn't collect the stuff to make soap. And then what the player could do is they could enter into this area, and so initially when they're on this side, they could only really see that route, only really see like that way, straightforward. When they enter into here, their initial route is blockaded by this. And so if they wanted to go and see this original route, it's going to be blocked off, and they have to come out this way into a larger space. Now I plan for this thing to see a lower, big open room where the player would eventually get to, and then this area over here, I'm planning on becoming into. I'm thinking of doing like the if you remember like the pillars room, where you have like these big magical pillars that if you're knocked over, they'll come back up again. But I'm just sort of like thinking and planning it out. But anyway, I just thought about. Just wanted to give you an update of basically what I got to. And so currently I think my plan from here is to make the pillars, then also make the grate or something that you'll be able to overlook into this larger open bottom room, where again this this place will look into, and then you'll be able to enter into that room. And then in that room, that would be where you would then fight some more skeletons, and the skeletons would be a bit like overpower the player, and they would have to sort of have to swim away and sort of escape these skeletons. So a bit of a chase, and then eventually they'll make their way all the way up, either up all the way up here into this area, or alternatively they'll get up into just get up into this room and then get up to the exit. But anyway, that's what I've done, and yeah, goodbye.